and now I am continuing the same topic, that is compressibility effect. In last session also we were discussing how compressibility effect is related with the change in volume, how it is related with the bulk modulus, and how it is related with the density. Okay. Now there are some another parameter also. Based on that we can classify this one. So that is compressibility. Okay. So I am continuing the same topic, compressibility effect. Now see here, as I told you, there is one parameter that is called Mach number. Mach number. This is very important number. There are 5 dimensionless number in fluid mechanics. One is Reynolds number, another is Mach number, third is fluid number, then Weber number and Euler number. So this is denoted by Mn. Mach number is inertial force by compressibility force. Okay. So compressibility force is equal to, see here, this is Fi is equal to V by root under K by rho. This derivation I will show you in fluid dynamics, that we will discuss later on. Just now classification for the compressibility, incompressible or compressible, based on that there is one number, Mach number. That Mach number is nothing but a square root of ratio of Fi by Fc, that is inertial force by viscous force. So if we elaborate Fi, then rho L square V square, and compressibility force. Compressibility force is also related with this one, bulk modulus only. So that comes K by rho. Okay. So this rho L square V square like this. So it is V by C. This is nothing but fluid velocity by sonic velocity, or sonic velocity is nothing but it is called sound velocity. Okay, V by C. Now there are classification, that Mach number value and how the fluids are classified here. Okay, that is Mach number and types of fluid. Okay, based on that now I am going to Mach number. If Mach number is up to 0.3, that means here see V is less than C, that is this one, see here, that is Mn is equal to 0.3 and this is equal to V by C. So V is equal to 0.3 of C. So V is less than C. V is 0.3 C only. So this is called subsonic, or we can call it as, that is generally, that is called incompressible fluid. Incompressible fluid. Okay. If Mach number is greater than 0.3 and less than 1, that means here also V is less than C. This is called subsonic flow. Subsonic flow or fluid. Okay. When Mach number is 1, that means V is equal to C. It is called sonic velocity. Sonic velocity or sound velocity. In this case, see, if it is Mach number 1, so V will be equal to C. And that case, that is called sonic velocity. Okay. Now, if Mach number is greater than 1 and less than 5, this is called supersonic. Supersonic speed or flow. Okay. and if Mach number is greater than 5 and less than 9. Okay, so that type of fluid or flow is called hypersonic. Hypersonic flow or fluid. This will be applicable for the missiles, rocket launching, spacecrafts. You might have heard about supersonic speed, hypersonic speed. So all these words are related with the Mach number only. You might be getting this news also. This is having Mach number 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, something like that. So based on this Mach number also, there is a classification of fluid. And remember, this is incompressible fluid, and these are called compressible fluid. Compressible fluid. Like gases, for V greater than C, see here, it is V Mach number 1 here. In these two cases, V is greater than C. V is less than C, that is fluid velocity is less than C, it is incompressible. And if V is greater than C, that means fluid velocity is more than sonic velocity, that means sound velocity. Sound velocity is 330 meter per second. Okay, so if it is going for more than up to Mach number 5, it is supersonic, and up to 9, greater than 5 and less than 9, it is called hypersonic. So based on this one also, compressibility effect will be there, and compressibility effect can be measure of elasticity, can be used as a measurement of elasticity. Depends upon the density, see density, depends upon the Mach number, depends upon the bulk modulus, depends upon the pressures. Okay, so this is the last property of the fluid. Okay, we have already discussed almost all the concept like mass density, weight density, a specific gravity, a specific volume, surface tension. Due to surface tension, we have derived the relation for the bubble and drop formation, that pressure, how much is there inside the bubble or droplets. Thereafter, what is capillary rise and capillary fall, and after compressibility effect or pressure also, pressure and compressibility effect also. Remember, this is related with the pressure and compressibility effect. Okay, so those words were related with the fluid. Okay, now I am going for the fluid statics. First part of your unit 1 we have completed, that is fluid property. Now we have to go for the fluid statics. So fluid statics means study of fluid at rest. Okay, when the fluid is at rest, that means there is no flow. Okay, then no flow means no shear stress. No shear stress is there. If there is shear stress, then definitely there will be flow. Okay, so if there is no flow, that means no shear stress is there. And study of fluid at rest is called fluid statics. Now what we have to do, fluid statics means fluid, when any body submerged in the fluid, then it is having, like the sea, if it is submerged in the fluid, then it will have compressive nature. So when a body is submerged in fluid, it feels it has compressive force in nature. Okay, how? Because if we draw this body to downwards, then another force will be going upward, like that. This is called compressive force. Okay, another property is there. This is one property, fluid statics. Another property is there. That property, see, fluid has ability to exert pressure on the surface on which it is in contact. That means when the fluid is ability to exert a pressure, when on the surface fluid is having some amount fluid present on the surface, then it exerts a pressure. Okay, so pressure, fluid exerts a pressure on the surface on which it is in contact. This is called fluid properties. Okay, so rest of the things I will discuss in next class.